Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation reads like this. Hello, Brother Nash, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I am a woman who is currently staying here in South Africa, and I do work as a maid. So this is what my husband and this other red garment prophet who stays at the same house where we are renting in this location. So my husband, one day when I was at work, he called me, and my husband, he knows that I am someone that loves to go to church. Ever since I was still very young, I would go to the white garment church, but here and there, if I was facing some problems and that needed quick solutions, then I would switch and I would go to the red garment church. So my husband called me and he told me that the prophet who stays at our house had told him something that was very important. So this red garment prophet, he does not go to work. Like if he helps you, then you have to give him money. That is how he survives. So my husband on that day, he did not go to do his peace jobs. He was at home. That was when he went and then he spoke with the red garment prophet. Then they went at the back of the house where he will be prophesying and helping you. That is where his small church is, at the back of the house. He then went there, and then that was when he was told that in order for us to become rich, we are supposed to use some of the things that belong to the people that I am working for. So I just need advice. Are we supposed to do such a thing? Like, I really feel bad to even think about it. I was at work on that day when my husband called me, and then that was when he said that if I was not afraid, if I could, I was supposed to take the sheets from the bed when I was cleaning my madam boss's bedroom, and I was not supposed to wash it, but to pretend as if I was going to do the laundry, and I was supposed to steal that sheet and return with it back to the location. Then this prophet was going to use his holy prayers, and we were supposed to go to this other river. There is this other river where there is a waterfall. So a lot of people that go to the white garment churches, they find a place where there is a waterfall, and then they will baptize you and cleanse you there. So the man then said that before I return my madam boss's sheets that I would have stolen from her bed, then we would go to the river and the prophet will baptize me and cleanse me, whilst I would have wrapped myself with that sheet that I would have taken from my madam boss's bed. And this will help me to steal a little bit of the good luck that my madam boss has. And I am not supposed to use a clean sheet. I am supposed to use the dirty one that I would have removed from her bed. So when my husband told me this, I was so scared, and I said, but you cannot expect me to do that simply because you have told me that I am supposed to do that over the phone. How about we talk about this? That was when I returned back home to the location, and whilst we were talking, then the prophet then said, I'm not forcing you, but the decision is yours, and I'm really tired of poverty. And then that was when me and my husband, when we were talking, and as we were having a discussion, we started to talk about some of them people that have been staying with us and some that are still staying with us. It's like ever since this prophet came and started staying with us, he has been like a big blessing in other people's lives. Except for me and my husband, we are the only ones that are still struggling. I can give you an example. There was this other man who is also from Zim. So the man was doing garden services, and then the prophet gave him 50 small river stones, and this man then said, wherever you go to, I want you to go to the locations where the most richest people are staying. When you go there, I want you to throw this stone like each and every house where you want to find a piece job, you just throw the stone inside of that yard and the people are going to hire you. I am telling you this, Brother Nashi. This man, he was given 50 holy stones and he went to the suburbs here in Johannesburg where a lot of people that have money are staying. And as for now, the man, he has 100 houses where he goes to and he do those piece jobs, so much that he can't do it all by himself, and there are other people that are now working for him. Yet he was someone that used to struggle quite a lot, but it seems as if God has blessed him. It is not only that man, everyone that is being assisted by this prophet, you can just see that their lives are being transformed. And this man of God is saying that it is up to you. I am not going to force you. If you do not want to do it, then it is fine, but it is for your own good, because the prophet said that I was born with a gift. I was supposed to become a millionaire when I came to South Africa, but some of my relatives, they do not want to see me succeed in life. So this is the only way that he can help me. So I really do not know what am I supposed to do. I feel so bad about thinking of such a thing, of stealing another woman's sheets that she would have slept on and then go with it to a prophet, and I am supposed to return it. And I was told that when I return it, I am not supposed to wash it. I just need to return it back on the bed and pretend as if I have cleaned it. So this is what the prophet has told me. I just need advice. I am so tired of poverty. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister. Let us try to speak with her in the comment section. Then there is another message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. The message that she sent to me, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story? Yes, hidden identity. I am a woman and I have come here because I need advice. So a couple of days ago, I was thinking about it. You know, there is this other guy that I have been sort of like dating, but this guy, he is a blesser and he is really wealthy. So I do work at this other hotel here in Harare. So there was this other function and the guy was there at the function. He then called me and he told me that he had a job for me. He said that if I was willing to give him something that was really important, each and every month he was going to be giving me money. And later on, he then told me that he needs my pads, that the ones that I would have used when I would be on my periods. At first, it was really weird for me, but thinking about the way that I have been struggling quite a lot in life, I then agreed to do that. So I gave this man and he gave me $1,000. After he had given me the money, Brother Nashi, I did not even enjoy that money. Then my mother passed away. I used all of that money for my mother's funeral. So a couple of days ago, when I was thinking about it, that was when I sat down with my calculator and I started calculating, and I realized that this guy, he has since given me $10,000, but the money that he has given to me, I have not even used a single cent to this very day. Each and every time when I give him my sanitary pads, when he gives me the money, there is always a problem. Soon after my mom had passed away, I then returned back to the guy and I told him that I was ready to continue. When I was on my period, I then gave him the sanitary pads that I had used. And the guy was like, okay, and he gave me money. Then my uncle, the one that I love the most, who is my late mother's brother, and then that was when he was really sick and I could not even ignore. And then that was when I took the money and we had to rush him to the hospital, and we had to take him to a private hospital so that he can get proper medical attention. Brother, it was quite terrible. Then after that, another problem and another problem. So then I called him and I said, is it that the money that you are giving to me, is it just fake money that does not even work? Because each and every time when you give me your money, why is it I am unable to do what I want in life, there are always problems that I will be facing. Tell me, man, what is really going on? You need to tell me the truth. So the guy then said, you can come to town. I then went to town, and then that was when he took me to this other lady. So this lady, she has a boutique. She sells sneakers, original sneakers, as well as Crocs, if you know them. And then that was when I spoke with the lady, and she told me that when she started her business, her boutiques, and she had gotten that money from this man. And I asked him, why is it that when this man gives me money, there is always something bad that will happen to me? So the guy then said to me, maybe it is because your ancestors, they do not want you to do this. So the guy then said that he cannot work with me anymore, but I am really poor. I want this guy to accept my sanitary pads even by force. To those people that are going to say, what about God? What about God? What will God say about you? I really do not care as for now. To those that say, what about when you die? Where will you go to? What about the devil? The devil what? I really do not care, because when I sat down, when I was thinking about everything that is going on in my country here in Zim, everyone who is here in Zim is just like a ritualist. Most of the people, they are ritualists without even knowing that they are ritualists, and all that they benefit from their rituals is just poverty. So just give me advice. Am I supposed to continue with this guy? I am willing to offer him anything so that I can just see if the money that he's going to give to me next time, will I be able to use that money or not? When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister right there. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. She was saying that she is willing to even force this man so that he can accept a sanitary pads that she would have used because of poverty. Let us try to talk with her in the comment section. Then there is another message that I received that was sent to me by one of our brother. The message reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? Currently, I am working in South Africa, but me and my wife, we are about to return back home. So my wife has said that she wants us to go and visit my mom. They have been talking on WhatsApp, but as for me, I don't even speak with my mom anymore. The reason as to why I do not speak with my mom anymore, it is because of the things that happened between me and my mother. And I just want you to assist me to understand, is my mother like a witch? Why would she want to do something like that with her own son? My father was never at home. He was a truck driver, and I also ended up being a truck driver. Since my father was never at home, most of the times it will be me and my mother and my other siblings. So my mother used to call me in her bedroom. It started when I was 15, and I ran away from home when I was 20. So when I was 15, my mom will call me to her bedroom, and she will tell me that she wanted us to sleep together. I was just a young boy. I did not even understand the things that we were doing. Even when my mom fell pregnant, I just thought that maybe the child she had given birth to, it was my sibling, but it was not even my sibling. Later on, that was when she told me that the boy that I thought was my little brother was not even my little brother, but it was my own son. That was when I rebelled and I ran away from home. Ever since that year until now, I have not spoken with my mother. So now my wife, she wants me to return back home so that we can see my mom, because I told you that I have not gone home for a very long time, but I did not tell her the reason as to why I can't go back, because I do not want to look at my mother. I do not want to face her and to confront her and to ask her why she did all those things, why she made me to do all of those things. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. I just want to hear what your listeners will say, because I really do not understand, why is it a woman would want to do such a thing with her own child? Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brother. Let us try to speak with our brother in the comment section. Then there is another confession that I received from one of our dear brother. The confession, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I am a man who is currently staying here in Zim, but when this happened, I was back in South Africa. There is this other man, you know him very well. He is also a YouTuber, and this guy, he sells phone numbers of different traditional healers, those that can help you to become a ritualist. So whilst I was still back in South Africa, I spoke with that man, and then that was when he told me the amount that he wanted. After I had managed to give him the money, I got the phone numbers, and then that was when we started talking with this traditional healer. So the traditional healer, you know him very well. He is an occultist himself. We spoke, and he told me that if I was willing to pay the money, he was going to give me the charms that I wanted so that I can make money. And he told me that my sacrifice was going to be my wife, but we were going to sacrifice her in such a way that people that know me were not going to suspect that it was I who had sacrificed his own wife by the time that they would start to see that I have made so much money. So then the traditional healer told me that I was supposed to buy a chicken, and we were going to bury my wife with that chicken because we were going to remove her head when her body would be in the mortuary. So my wife got so sick, like he had told me, like it was going to happen. We then returned back home with my wife, but when I was in South Africa, I sold everything that we had, from the TVs to the beds, the clothes, even my wife's clothes. I was just selling everything so that I can raise the money, and we returned back home. We then went to this traditional healer with my brother-in-laws. They did not even know that I had already made a deal with the traditional healer. He then took a thorn when they were looking, and then that was when pressed that thorn into my wife's body, and the thorn then was pushed by the blood until it reached her heart, and she was stabbed to death by that thorn, and no one even knew that this was what had happened. So Brother Nanshi, after this had happened, I started to make money, but we took my wife's head, and I have been staying with my wife's head. When we buried my wife, we just placed the dead chicken inside of a coffin, and when people were doing the body viewing, they just thought that my wife was okay, her body was intact, but we had cut off her head. This is what I did, and sometimes I feel so bad about the way that I bewitched my own wife and sacrificed her, but I did it all because I wanted money. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brother right there. Let us try to speak with him in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.